Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Lunley's World of Weather. You clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for September 30th to October 14th. For September 30th to October 4th, this is what we're forecasting here. We still have this ridge here in the west, and we have this upper low remaining across the southeast, and that'll bring some precipitation to the region east, and this will finally be kicked out. Now, we'll have a trough that'll move through to the east, and this will finally kick this out as we get to later in the period, start seeing like the heights start to rise. And overall, we end up with a zone of flow across the northern states, but ridging still remains here. Now, the lingering trough over the east and moisture from Helene will continue to cause some rainfall here in the east into Monday. You see, here's what remains of Helene. Far cry from what it was. It's what's forecast is Monday, and then it kind of moves out. It's far less intensity of what's been observed to the south. And the ridge across the west will cause warm to hot temperatures across the southern half of the west with anomalies of 10 to 15 degrees above normal. We're going to look at the period for October 5th to the 9th. And what we see here, we have a zone of flow across the northern states. And, we'll start back here, 5th to the 9th. You see most of the models here, like the European ensembles has a ridge in the west, trough near the east, but the other models shows more of a zone of flow, but we still have a ridge in the west. So for this forecast period, I am calling for, is this the right map that I want? Oh no, I'm doing another thing. We're supposed to have that. I'm calling for, let me get the map up because I'm doing other forecasts. I'm calling for above normal temperatures for much of this region here, and I'm calling for anomalies to be near or greater than 8 degrees above normal, mainly across this orange area. And for rainfall, calling for below normal precipitation here, and the probability of occurrence 35%, above normal precipitation for this region here, probability of occurrence 40%. I was kind of hesitant to do this, but the way the trend is, hardly no rain, but I'm going to keep it like that for now till next week. Okay, moving ahead to the period for October 10th to the 14th. Little overall change is forecast in the flow. Now we have our northern stream more across the northern stream. This is more like typical of summer, not like for fall, and ridging in the east. So the Europeans ensembles this period now is the outlier with the ridge in the west, trough in the east, where the previous period it was the GFS. So for this forecast period, I am calling for I sneeze. Calling for a little change in temperature anomalies from the previous period, and for rainfall, calling for dry or below average precipitation for this region here. Probability of occurrence 35%. Okay, we're pretty much done with Helene, but we have more things posted here. We have a new tropical storm Joyce here, and we have another that has just moved off the African coast a day or two ago, but this only has a 30% chance of probability. Here's where Helene is forecast right now, and that's at latitude 37.5 north, 85.5 west, moving north-northwest at 17 miles an hour. So we'll still have plenty of action. It's September. This is really like the peak of hurricane season. So we'll keep you posted. That's it for today. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day and good night.